You know, if you're working on a project, you know how important it is to have the proper tools. You can't do the work without them. But if your project is unorganized, having all the tools in the world aren't going to help you get it done. And the problem is a lot of people don't know what kind of tools are out there to help them plan and organize a project. So what do? Well, we fill out a bunch of tablets and try to keep track of what we're doing. Pretty soon we got tablets strewn all over the place. Then of course we got a scrapbook here full of a bunch of pictures, and we try to remember and figure out what we did. And pretty soon we have a big confusing mess. And people have been asking for years, how do you plan and organize a project to keep it moving forward on some sort of budget? And you use a simple tool, a project planning book. The planning book will allow you to go through every area of a project in great detail, from engine to paint to interior to suspension to whatever, and lay out the parts that you want as well as the cost. Then you can total it up and come up with a budget that you can live with by adding or subtracting what you need from what you think you need. It also lets you compare the costs of things like building your own engine or using a crate engine, doing your own work or hiring somebody to do it. There's even a section allowing for what kind of tools you think you'll need and what kind of time frame you expect to complete the project in. This all helps in setting realistic goals and budgets. And you can forget about having to keep a scrapbook, because there's even places in the book to put pictures to document the project. Another cool thing about the book is it's interactive, so it changes as your project changes. For example, say you want to put a different engine in your project than you originally planned. All you got to do is plug it into the book, and you'll be able to tell exactly what that's going to cost. And it will help you eliminate some of the surprises that come up when you try to do stuff off the cuff. Now, once you finish the project, the book then becomes a complete log and scrapbook of everything that you've done to it, so you can show it to people. And if you don't want your wife to know how much you spent for some of those parts, you just leave the totals blank. So, if you've got a project, or if you're even thinking about a project, you gotta plan it right. And the best way to do that is with the project planning book. It really will become one of the best tools that you'll have.